Oh shit. I just found something to talk about in real life. Oh boy.
Oh, and the stream can't hear me because I had my volume all the way down. Yippee!
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I forgot
That's
to
what we
I
like
forgot to finish what I
see.
was
Almost
doing.
shiny now.
I did not share this to anyone, so no one even knows that we're live. Hey, look at that. This whole first portion is going to be edited out, per usual.
Love it.
See,
Does Chrome, or not Chrome, does like Google.ca have a dark mode, a native dark mode?
That I'm not too sure.
I don't think it does. I wish it did.
Oh, I guess I should send it to... All right. Well, this is some low T podcast. Welcome to episode 13, promptly titled the Untitled Podcast.
Jesus. Couldn't have just made a joke about Cowboy getting knocked out again or something?
See, I was more inclined to go with a Michelle Watterson. Is there more karate or more hottie? Find out this week.
Damn, bro. We don't need to bully Michelle Watterson, but we will.
It's fair game. It's Yada. Yo. What up,
Wow, I should probably put
dog?
the stream on my phone.
Oh, man, I put a lot of whiskey in that glass.
Yeah. I don't... you always do. You always do. And there we go. Now I have the stream on. Very cool. Yo, so... they actually overturned the Verdum Ferreira fight. Oh shit, I have sound on my phone. Oh no. There we go, fixed.
The what? The who?
The Verdum Ferreira PFL fight, the one where the one guy tapped and the ref didn't see it, they actually overturned it.
Oh, nice.
Most people didn't think they would.
Well, things are changing.
Yeah, apparently. Because like, that's why, man, you hold your subs. You hold your subs until the ref touches you.
Yeah, fair enough.
The ref gives you a little pat, a little kiss on the cheek, and then you stop. You stop wrenching their arm.
Josh Giesbrecht, you guys switch sides. I don't know how to deal with this.
Sure, that is
I didn't know we switched. Oh, I guess we did switch sides once.
that is disrespectful, to be honest.
The whole background. Yeah, we're moving up. This amateur podcast is really moving up. We're making strides. This is the time. If you've ever wanted to watch this is the time to be watching it.
It's better that I'm on this side because now when I look at the screen that I actually have you on, on the stream I'm looking at you.
Well, you know what? I'm glad I set it up in an appropriate way. I didn't really have anything in mind. I just kind of threw this together. It just happened to work out.
Yeah, that sounds about right too. So yeah, the Verdum fight getting overturned to a no contest, I'm really happy about because like I don't want a dude to get punished because he didn't break a guy's body. Because that's the next step. Like if you're holding a submission and the ref's not seeing the tap, then you pull. You keep you pull. That's what you do. So, he showed restraint and got punished for it, and I'm glad that it's getting removed.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
It's good. Very good. Refs having a tough time. Refs are having a bad time over there right now.
Oh, what else is going on?
Well, like not over there, but like outside of the UFC. If you look at the knee situation there, the DQ that happened,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, not the knee, sorry, the back of the heads.
Yeah.
The knee thing was good. The back of the head strikes, that was the bad one. Yeah, and like it's interesting because it's nice to see that the refs are focusing more on fighter safety, but it's there's some kinks to work out for sure.
Well, they kind of have to. That's their job, right?
Well, in the past, that never really seemed to be their job.
I mean, they don't want
It's getting
guys.
better.
They don't want guys dying in the octagon. I think those days are over.
Anymore. Yeah.
We
everyone misses Mario, deep down.
we have some humanity now, I guess.
We've gone backwards.
I'm still a fan of, hey man, turn it into a street brawl. Give him a couple pocket knives. See how this plays out.
I still love that interview with Whitaker, where they ask him about knees to the head, and he's like, "I'd like to see soccer kicks come back."
That would be
It's a good answer. It's a good answer.
that would be interesting. That would be dangerous. That I don't agree with. I don't think that's a good thing to bring back.
It tells you what type of person Whitaker is, though. I love it.
That's dangerous. That's a dangerous fucking move.
He's a dangerous guy. I respect that.
But yeah, I don't know. Any drama? Any news?
I mean, everyone's talking about the Mayweather thing,
Oh yeah,
That's
got your hat.
gotcha hat.
Got your
Which,
hat.
to be fair, that's really funny. Like,
I
it's really funny.
I have a
It's
different
not-
I have a different view from you on that one, but I
See,
get the
it's not
humor.
funny because he did it. It's like what he did wasn't funny. It's funny that a grown man got really upset about it.
Well, like I understand Mayweather's fury over it because he rolls with killers. This guy is not a fucking joke. And
Yeah,
if you
he should know what he's doing.
I understand your point and I agree with you that yes, if he's stepping in the octagon, in the boxing ring with fucking Logan Paul and Jake Paul because he wants to fight both of them. You kind of just have to be ready for this bullshit. And I understand that. And I agree.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going, Mayweather is a killer and he deals with killers. So I can understand why this punk ass kid grabbing his hat off his head going, "Gotcha hat," would just infuriate him.
Yep.
But it is funny.
It's so funny.
It's incredibly stupid. It's
so
fucking
dumb.
incredibly stupid, but it is hilarious. And I also love on top of it that fucking Jake goes and gets a tattoo. Immediately after he goes and gets fucking "Gotcha hat" tattooed on his leg.
To be fair, that's a moment he's gonna be telling the grandkids,
What a fucking piece of work. I don't know, man. But in reality, who's excited for this fight? Who is really excited for this fight? Who's going, "Oh my God, Logan Paul and Mayweather"?
I'm telling you, bro. Logan Paul one shot to the body. He's gonna break 10 ribs. He's gonna break one whole side and 2 more on the other. One punch, and then it's gonna be brother versus brother for the title of best boxer in the world. 100%. Done deal.
Like, where did we go wrong that we ended up having the best boxer that we've seen in the last 30 years fighting an 0-1 YouTube boxer? His only opponent being another YouTuber. Where did we go wrong?
Is this late stage capitalism, bro?
What
This is
happened?
what we've done to ourselves. This is what's gonna push us into a communist utopia. I'm ready.
But you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with it. I was watching Eddie Hearn get interviewed, and he got asked about it. I can't remember his exact words, but he just kind of went, well, you know, the kid's making money. That's kind of everyone's answer.
Yeah.
When you ask professional boxers and promoters, their answer is always, well, kid's making money. It sells.
Yeah.
Which, fair
And
enough.
if it sells, yeah, why shouldn't he do it?
Yeah.
I'm just slowly turning lights off in my room as we talk.
So, I don't know. Like, this is... I'm going to watch it, but I'm certainly not excited about it.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. I wouldn't watch it if it wasn't for this, like, podcast thing. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's the only reason why I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised it's gonna make money. I don't know, dude. Like I said, this is the only money coming into that sport now. So,
Well, actually, on that note, you have the Canelo fight had
he did it.
75,000 people in attendance, something like that. 73, 75.
75?
Yeah, 1,000.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was 25.
No, it was like a packed full stadium.
God damn, well, that's good.
I think it was the AT&T Center in Texas. I forget where.
That sounds legit. Yeah.
But
Well, he's the
actually,
hottest commodity in the sport right now, isn't he? Like,
yeah, he's the number one pound for pound.
yeah.
He's the number one pound for pound active. But
I heard Tyson Fury's looking for a fight, bro. It's a fight to make.
well, that might be Eddie Hearn dropped that little hint Saturday night too, after Canelo won, because he I guess he was the promoter for both Saunders and Canelo.
Oh.
And he's AJ's promoter, Anthony Joshua. So we might actually get Fury Joshua, because that's the fight everyone wants.
That's good. Yeah, that is the fight to make.
So that could be happening according to Hearn, but I guess we'll see.
Well, I like watching the heavyweight boxers. I find heavyweight boxing to be pretty exciting, honestly.
I was very impressed with Canelo and Saunders. I thought it was an impressive fight. I enjoyed it. Canelo's last fight was very lame because he was fighting a guy who everyone kind of knew that he just wasn't gonna be able to keep up with Canelo, but Saunders could actually keep up with him. He couldn't beat him, but he could keep up with him. There was like some level of similarity there.
Okay.
So it was very good. And then there was a actually, I'll see if I can pull it up. I forget the names. That was an interesting fight as well. There was an issue, kind of a controversy, I guess. One match got ended for strikes to the back of the head.
Oh. Wow. You don't see a lot of that.
But it was kind of, it was bullshit. It really looked like bullshit. I should have got you to watch it actually before we went live to see what you thought. But I'll see if I can find a clip of it and then I'll send it to you or something. But it was quite humorous. I forget the fighter's name. I think it was Aguilera and Sanchez. And Sanchez was really dominating Aguilera. And
Okay.
He landed a few semi back of the head shots, but they weren't really full head shots, and it was because Aguilera was turning his head, of course. That's always the case. Yeah, Frank Sanchez versus Nagy Aguilera. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it correctly. Nagy. But it was
right.
It was very interesting.
I'm reading about it now. Holy shit. My face was like pitch white because I was so close to my monitor.
Oh, is the stream lagging for you?
Yeah, it's not now, but it was for a little bit. I wasn't sure if it was just me or not. I can't hear it, so I can't hear if it's actually lagging or if it's just a visual thing.
Yeah, I couldn't see on my end because I had the browser up, of course, so I had Streamlabs blocked out for half a second, but ooh, I can hear my CPU fan going. Okay, well, maybe I will close this. I will use my phone to look shit up. That sounds like a better. Also close all these extra programs. Don't need to be open. But yeah, it was
Oh, okay. So they didn't disqualify him though.
No. But everyone was getting pissed off because of the acting. It was kind of acting. You have to watch the clip, but there's a strike. The fight got stopped because of a strike to the back of the head, or a supposed strike to the back of the head. It was more of a strike to the shoulder. That was the base impact. And it just kind of grazed the back of his head, or the back of his neck more. It wasn't even really the back of his head. It was just kind of the back of his neck. So it landed more like right here and then just kind of grazed up.
Right.
But he got hit, and then he started holding his shoulder kind of like this, and then walked over to the ropes, and then just kind of fell into the ropes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a very delayed reaction, and the whole arena knew it. So it got really funny because they would show Sanchez on the camera, and the whole arena would cheer, and then they'd show Aguilera, and the whole arena would boo, and it was just constant. It was hilarious.
Okay, I just watched it. Yeah, he doesn't. That was like he was pummeling in. Like that was like you were gonna go for a clinch.
Yeah.
Like that's not. There's no damage there.
But he seemed to claim that there is damage. So.
Yeah. And then he lost the fight for it. Love it.
But it was funny. Very, very weird. Very weird. But I don't like, yeah, I don't know. But it made me laugh. It reminded me of a good old Aljamain Sterling moment.
Aljo moment.
He's having an Aljo moment. Everyone give him a second.
Apparently, according to the write-up I just read, the guy tried to act like he was okay when he realized the ref was going to stop the fight, as opposed to like award points or anything.
Yeah.
Classic.
So he, yeah, it was that was funny. It's kind of a joke, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Man, you really should have watched those boxing matches. That was some of the best boxing I've seen in a long time. But I guess the boxing before that I saw was the Jake Paul fight, so there's not really much. not really much that you can do to be better than that, really. So
sometimes I just watch boxing highlights. I'll watch like Hitman or Tyson or,
Yeah.
you know,
You should watch old school.
Dempsey.
Watch old school Muhammad Ali. That is some
That's special, yeah.
insane shit.
Yeah.
I have yet to see a boxer anything compared to that. The only thing that I could compare to Muhammad Ali's striking ability was Max Holloway against Cater. That was the only thing that I've seen in a long time that compares to
Fair enough.
Ali's abilities.
God damn. Yeah, no, he was something special. It's gonna be a long time till we see something like that again, if we ever do, because it's just a different game now.
Yeah, it really much is. I don't know, like, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say this, but in my head I'm going, I don't know that Ali would be quite as special as he was back when he was fighting in today's world.
It's almost always true. People evolve with the rule set, right? The people who are the best end up coaching, and they end up coaching people, and these people learn how to deal with the best, and then what changes, the meta, quote unquote, changes around that, right? So.
Yeah. Like that, I think Ali was something special for his time, but now I think if you took him and put him in the ring with Canelo, Mayweather, our special boxers, he wouldn't outshine them. It wouldn't be like this big,
Yeah.
Ali's gonna dominate these guys, because I think the level of opponents that he had in his time were a lot different than the level of opponents that we have today, right?
Yep.
So
Defensive boxing is so much better developed now. Like, I can't imagine a lot of the tricks that he used would land the same against these guys who are so elusive. So
yeah, but
that's really the issue.
fantastic boxer, Jesus, it's magic watching that guy fight.
Mm-hmm. Man, imagine you were like, drunk or something. You're at the club. Some shit's going down. You just know you're about to be in a fight. You're about to be in a fight, and then homie pulls up in a Philly shell. That'd be terrifying. Like, if I knew there was gonna be an altercation, the dude dropped his arm like that, I'd be like, oh fuck,
Shit's going down.
it's over.
Someone's not
I
walking
can't deal
away.
with that. Yeah, I'm about to start kicking this guy. Like, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get pole countered in the streets, bro. Come on.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that happened.
It's been a slow news week, man. Especially with the fights that we had.
Oh.
But
we didn't. It actually got announced right after we finished the podcast last week, but good old Nate and Edwards being moved.
yes. This is good. This is actually a good thing. It's a good thing.
Okay, I didn't really think it was a good or a bad thing, honestly. Why do you think it's a good thing?
It's a good thing because now if you look at the timeline, it makes a lot of sense that the winner of that fight, and this is something that I didn't think of myself. This is from Chill. It makes a lot of sense to me too. That the winner gets a title shot, and the loser gets Jorge. And in that case, the champion should be very well rested, unless they do give him another fight. But like you said, they probably won't. And Jorge will be well rested. Everyone will be like healthy with long camps, and those are both huge fights, no matter who wins and loses. Like Leon Jorge is a huge fight. Leon Usman is a huge fight, and Nate against either of those guys is a huge fight. It's all huge fights. You can't go wrong, and those are the fights to make after that. So it getting pushed back is just kind of a bit of a hype builder.
I guess I'm the only one who doesn't really view Nate as a huge fight for me.
That's fair.
I love Nate. He's a funny guy, and I think if I were to actually sit down and talk to him, I would really I'd like him.
Yeah.
Because when you kind of can break through his, persona, I think he's a decent guy. But I don't want to watch a fight where he's on his back on the ground 500 times, waiting for his opponent to come down with him, and they won't fucking do it.
Yeah, he needed to work in his wrestling. Hopefully he did.
Well, he needs to work on his striking. He needs to be because that's what happened with Masvidal. Masvidal would dominate on the feet. He'd go down on his back. He'd lay there. And then Masvidal, of course, would refuse to go down and ground and pound him.
Yeah. So why would you?
So, I don't know. Nate Diaz is not an exciting fight for me. No matter who he's fighting. I just... I like to see him. He's kind of an old school UFC fighter now. But he's not exciting to me.
But was he always like that though? Like what he did in the Jorge fight, was he always pulling guard like that? I don't really think he was.
He did it.
He used to really stand up and just take shots. That used to be like a thing. That guy got hit.
Yeah. It's always been a move of his, but you are right that he stood and banged there.
Yeah, he wasn't particularly great at it, but he fucking used to do it.
I'd have to rewatch the two McGregor fights and Diaz.
Yeah, man, it's weird how long ago that was.
I honestly
doesn't feel like it would be.
That's one of the few McGregor fights that I don't have a fucking clue of what really happened in them. I know who won and who lost, but I couldn't tell you what happened throughout the fight.
I'm pretty sure you were fucked out of your mind on a roof in the second one. Weren't we at Rooftop Tab?
For Diaz, McGregor too.
For Diaz McGregor too, weren't we? Was it that one or was it a different one?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I probably was fucked out of my mind because I honestly.
'Cause I've been up on Rooftop Tab for 2 cards, and that was one of them. I don't remember. I think you were there for that one.
I know we.
One of them you were there. The other one you weren't.
I know we watched Eddie and McGregor together.
Maybe it was that.
Because that was a fun one.
Man. Well, McGregor doesn't have a lot of not fun ones, to be fair.
True.
Yeah, I probably should watch those too because it's been a hot minute, and it would provide context. Like it's weird to think about, but that Diaz fight was one of his only early losses. Like now he's obviously got a bunch of them, but back then it was like, wait, what?
Well, he's only got
that can happen.
He's only got 3. He's got
3?
Khabib. Like you're talking about McGregor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Khabib, Poirier, Diaz. He hasn't fought that much. He hasn't fought enough to have more.
Well, I guess
losses.
that's the issue. Sorry, he's on a many-year downward trend. You're right. He doesn't have a lot of losses. He has 5 losses in his career, and one of them's before the UFC. Yeah. 2 of them before the UFC.
Lost to Diaz, beat Diaz, lost to Khabib, beat Cowboy, lost to Poirier.
Yeah.
Hopefully beats Poirier. Maybe not. We don't know.
It feels like it's worse than that. Just because of the time gaps.
Yeah.
Because he's been gone for so long. It's just uncomfortable. It feels like when you lose and you disappear for 2 years, it feels like you've been losing for 2 years.
I can't wait for if McGregor is able to get back on top, this podcast is going to the fucking moon. It's going to be like Dogecoin.
Are we gonna drop back down like Dogecoin?
No, we're going right to the fucking moon. We're never coming back down if that's the case. It's gonna
That'll be a fun one too.
It's gonna be a great era if that happens.
I'm very much looking forward to next weekend and the lightweight ramifications.
Yeah. I'd like to talk about that, I guess, too.
Anything to avoid talking about the actual fight night that we had.
Honestly, it's just not that interesting. I'm going to be honest here.
It's really
just
not.
the content we have going right now is a lot more interesting than that fight card.
Yeah, it wasn't terribly fun.
I think I've asked you. I can't remember what you said, but who do you have for the lightweight title?
I have Chandler personally.
Yeah, I want Chandler to take it, but good old Charlie Olives has an impressive record when you look at it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I have an emotional attachment to Chandler. Like, I don't think I necessarily want him to have it, but I believe he has the ability to cut through, like, the stand up. That's a big thing. And I think it'd be a great story for Oliveira to win it. Both of them have great stories. Like, it's going to be very easy to promote both of them if they win.
So
that'll be good.
I have more of an emotional attachment to Chandler winning. I really like him. Like I said, he's my second favorite lightweight fighter.
He's good on the mic. He's so good on the mic. Quite the personality.
I really enjoy him. I think he's a decent guy. I like his story. He's got a very cute family.
Yeah.
So I really like him. I enjoy him, and I really hope he does take the title. I really do. I don't know.
I do think that's what's going to happen.
I don't know. I don't know if he will or won't. That's the issue. I just don't. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced.
Well, I just don't see him losing outside of a submission. That's my issue. I don't really understand what the win condition is for Oliveira if not a submission. That just doesn't happen a lot.
Oh yeah, no, it's 100% a submission, but when you look at what he did to Ferguson, it's hard to imagine anyone else in that same position.
Well, you know what I think about current Ferguson.
Well, I mean, that's another thing we'll see next week, or next Saturday, or this coming Saturday.
I think he's washed. I think Dariush is going to walk out there, eat the shots he has to eat because he's not a great defensive fighter, but just put out too much damage for that guy's head.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a war and a half. I think it's going to be a lot of blood.
I think it's going to be a war and a half. I'm with you there. But I'm not convinced that Ferguson's a washed-up fighter. I'm just not. I used to think that, but I've gone back. I've rewatched his fights. I rewatched the Charlie Olives fight. And this is a tough son of a bitch. He's crazy.
Takes a lot of damage.
Tony Ferguson's fucking nuts. He's tough as nails.
Yep.
I mean, that armbar, holy fuck. Guys, I've seen fighters tap before it went under his shoulder.
Oh, 100%.
Immediately, just boom.
Bro, I've had a few arm bars put on me now in practice, and as soon as your arm hits like a little past 90, your bicep feels like it's gonna fucking tear.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. I don't know how they can do this shit.
So, if Ferguson can create opportunity for himself in that fight, durability play, I don't think anyone's more durable than Ferguson. If he can just create an opportunity for himself, well, fuck, I think Ferguson's got the win. That's all he's got to do is be able to create a win opportunity for himself in the fight.
Yeah. I could see Dariush falling for something that gets him submitted. Like, we know Ferguson has Imanari rolls and shit in his back pocket, and he'll pull guard. Like, we know that. Because that Eddie Bravo shit. But, like, I just don't... If it ends up being a striking affair, it's just not going to go good for him. I just don't think he has the power in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if he has the chin anymore for that.
Well, I think he
Dariush
does.
hits like a welterweight, bro. It's weird.
I think he does, because even with Gaethje, Ferguson didn't get dropped. He got beaten, but he didn't get dropped. It wasn't a, on the ground, one punch knockout or ground and pound. It was just, what, 4 or 5 rounds? I think it went 5 rounds. Ended in the 5th.
Yeah.
Of just eating punches, and finally
I think it's
got ended.
He slows down a lot when he starts taking that damage. That's my issue. Like, he's going, but his arm speed drops and his power drops like heavily.
Yeah,
like he can touch you, but it's not going to matter as much anymore.
I'm with you, but it's all about creating that opportunity, right? It's Ferguson is a tough son of a bitch, and sometimes being tough has a good foundation if you can just make an opportunity for you to win.
Yeah. Oh, that's like Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 1. Right, where you're losing the fight for 23 minutes, then you land a submission. Like, it happens, but I mean, is he Anderson Silva? Is this iteration of him Anderson Silva, bro? I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I just
don't see it.
I'm at a point where the next few months is going to be really hard for me, because I'm having to let go of a lot of great fighters, potentially 2 really killer fighters.
It's actually really scary.
If Ferguson doesn't win, well, I don't know what's next for him. If Conor doesn't win, I don't know what's next for him. Conor's in a much better standing than Ferguson is, but it's still concerning.
Yeah, Conor could stay if he wanted to. He just probably won't want to.
Yeah.
Ferguson, if he loses, he's gone.
It's a concerning next few months. Even Chandler. Yeah. Chandler's a concern because he's 35, 34, turning 35.
For a lightweight, I guess it's old, eh?
Yeah, he's aging out. So this is kind of one of his last shots, if not the last shot, at a title in the UFC.
Yeah.
Which is crazy after only having 1 fight. But I like him. I'm excited to see him. Yeah. So
he doesn't move like he's 35. Holy shit. That dude's got feet, bro.
But the unfortunate reality for me is I'm not excited by Justin Gaethje. I'm not excited by Dustin Poirier. These guys don't excite me. When they walk in the octagon, I know I'm just going to get a kickboxing match.
Right.
That's all I'm getting. Boxing or kickboxing. Like Poirier McGregor 2 was just boxing versus kickboxing. That's all it was.
Yep.
And it just doesn't excite me. And that Hooker Poirier, hell of a fight.
That was brutal.
Dog fight. But again, it was just boxing. Kickboxing.
Yep. Weird because of Poirier's like incredible grappling resume. And he just doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. And same with Gaethje. It's just going to be punches.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Gonna be
he's
punches.
also quite the wrestler.
Poirier, it's going to be punches and kicks. I don't see Gaethje throw a lot of kicks, but hell of a striker and punching.
Yeah, I don't really know what... I'd be interested to talk to a fighter about that, because, both of those guys, I mean, Poirier more than Gaethje, but both of those guys are very capable wrestlers. Like, very, very capable. above average in the UFC capable, I believe, and they just don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And there's got to be a reason for that. There's got to be something that feels unsafe or something about that.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause normally that's the safe option. So I'd be curious as to like, hey, why are you out here trying to box people who have been doing it longer than you? You know?
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting next, 2-3 months
Yeah.
here.
We're losing a lot of fighters, and like Cowboy needs to retire. Diego's gone.
Yeah.
The first Ultimate Fighter is gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cowboy I like him. You're right. He does need to possibly retire. It's sad. Again, it's sad for me.
Sad. I'm a big Cowboy fan, and fuck.
To watch. Other than the McGregor fight, it's just been sad. Like what happened with McGregor was kind of like, yeah, okay, like you're dealing with a different caliber kind of man.
Yeah, he does that to people sometimes.
Yeah, depending on what McGregor you get that day, you might be bludgeoned to death, or he might be. You don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Cowboy can stay on for one more fight, where at least he can end on a high note. And he said that himself. He doesn't want to go.
I'd like to see him in lightweight. I think he should have been fighting in lightweight, and that was what he wanted to do. But the Diego fight was a good idea. Like,
well,
I don't think he should have fought Morono.
Yeah, had he been able to get Diego, I think he would have walked away with a win. I honestly do.
Yeah.
I think that was a much better match than what he got, skill-wise.
Yep. And the thing is, like, so if you look at his recent fights, right? Loss, no contest, loss. The no contest should have been a loss. Nico Price, that was like marijuana, I think. But the Pettis fight should have been a win.
The Nico Price was a draw.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
It was a draw originally, and then it got turned into a no contest.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Okay, it should have been a draw, not a loss. Yeah.
It could have been a loss, arguably, depending on how you scored it, but it was.
Right. But that no contest was bullshit. But he beat Pettis. Pettis thought he beat Pettis, which would put him at 1-1-1 in his last 3 if things were right.
Yeah.
Which isn't like awful. It's not good. I think he needs to step away, but like you said, I agree. He would have beat Diego Sanchez. I have no fucking doubt. Morono is an up and comer. I think Morono is going to go pretty far, personally. So that's a hell of a fight to take, man. And so if he does come down to lightweight, hopefully you can have some fun. I'd like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that lightweight's the division for him or not. He might be best to stay in welterweight and.
Oh, you don't see a lot of 38-year-old lightweights, so.
True. But I don't know. Hopefully the UFC can give him an opponent that makes sense, and it's a little bit more of an equal matchup.
You know, he did just beat RDA at Submission Underground. now do the whole thing at lightweight.
True.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah.
RDA, he was the favorite at Submission. He was the vast favorite, and I think he'd take that fight just to get the record straight, because he wasn't happy about losing that.
The problem that I have is, how do you get him to stop?
I don't know.
So
Because he's like his own boss.
When, let's say Cowboy beats RDA, how do you get Cowboy to stop?
He doesn't.
How do you get him to that? How do you get him to be like, okay, this is my high moment. I'm gonna retire now.
I don't think he has that. Like, actually, I don't think he has that in him right now. Like, I think if he wins a fight, he's gonna fight again.
I mean, we might.
I don't know if anyone could explain to him.
We might have another Anderson Silva on our hands where he just fights to fight.
Bro, we already do. Except I will admit, he looks more competitive up until he gets knocked out than Silva did at the end.
True. I gotta look that up. When does Silva box? Because that's coming up too.
Fuck
soon.
me. I forgot that's real. He's out here talking about the love of the sport, bro. What about the love of your brain? Your mental health, bro. Come on.
Man does not give a fuck. Oh yeah, June 19th. June 19th. Anderson Silva against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Quite the name. That's a hell of a name. It's regal.
Well, somebody's getting a nice easy win.
Yeah, Silva. He's gonna get powered up. 2 rounds of getting hit in the head, and he's gonna go out there. Bam.
Fingers crossed. I hope so.
I'm telling you, bro. Silva's gonna win his fight. Logan's gonna win his fight. It's all different. The game has changed.
That's the fight to make. That's the fight to make. Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. Fuck Ben Askren. That should have never happened. It should have been Jake Paul, Anderson Silva.
Still can be, bro.
If you're gonna fight an old washed up asshole, fight Anderson Silva. I think he would have last longer. I honestly do.
Honestly, bro, at this point, Silva's son has been training. Jake Paul versus Silva Jr.
Both of them. You get both of them. Both of them in one match. As soon as Senior
The tag
goes
team.
out, Junior comes in.
Oh, God. Make it a Hell in the Cell match. Fuck it.
The two of them make about one actual fighter, so let's throw them in there.
Jake Paul, Clarissa Shields. Let's go. Run it.
That would be a hell of a fight, too.
So, I've been seeing some interesting stuff about this Clarissa Shields fight that's coming up.
What do you
Apparently, so she's fighting a jiu-jitsu brown belt, right?
Okay.
Which sounds terrifying because it's literally impossible for her to understand jiu-jitsu on a deep enough level to survive a brown belt on the ground. It's just not going to happen. But apparently this specific brown belt, from what people have been saying, is awful in the clinch, has literally no head movement ever, and honestly isn't that good at taking people down.
Okay.
So I'm seeing a lot of people are saying that that this is hand-picked for Shields to go out there and get a knockout, because if they ever get tangled up, all she has to do is clinch, get to the edge, get to the wall, survive, sort of thing. She's not gonna get blast doubled into an armbar, So it's interesting because when I heard jiu-jitsu brown belt, I was like, well, why the fuck would you do that to her? That's awful. That's mean. But
well, I don't know that it is awful and mean. Look, I'm the biggest Shield supporter. I think what she's done in boxing for women is incredible. It's unheard of. She's done things that men have not done, which is great. However, when you step over into MMA, we're not going to fucking coddle you. I just don't believe in coddling people. You're going to come in here, go fucking train jiu-jitsu. Go train wrestling. Go train something that makes you somewhat of a opponent on the ground. Don't come in here and think you're going to take your boxing skills and win an MMA match 100% of the time.
Yeah, for real.
I think, that being said, I think Shields has 100% the capability of being an MMA star. I think she has the ability. I think she has the training. I think she has the drive. But do not think for a second that you're going to come into an MMA match and win it by using your boxing skills 100% of the time. It's a whole different fucking ball game. Whole different fucking ball game.
Yeah. Part of me hopes that she gets dragged to the ground and has to feel it. Like, not necessarily like I want her to get subbed, but I want her to know, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, if I were... Sorry, go ahead.
So I just want... apparently, they're not letting her roll with anyone except her instructors. She's not rolling with anyone at Jackson Wink except her coach. Because they're worried someone's going to hurt her, right? It's not a good look.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Not a good look.
That's not what you want. That's not going to teach her. You're not going to learn anything from that. Like, you think... I don't know. That's disappointing to hear for me. Because I look at Shields and go, wow, this is a high-level competitor. I want Shields training with high-level competitors in MMA. I want her to know what it feels like to be drowned on the ground. So that when she's actually in a match and that happens, she knows what to do from the best.
Hopefully her coach is putting it on her. Like, I understand the idea of, because Jackson Wink has a lot of non-fighters and a lot of, low-level fighters. I get the idea of, hey, we don't want this, superstar boxer going in there and someone with a chip on their shoulder, damages her elbow. I get it. But this coach better be putting it on her, bro. Hard.
Yeah, but who's her coach?
I don't actually know who's overseeing her. I had just seen an interview that they said she's not.
What credentials does he have over, the best in the business? Because that's I'm serious. When someone like her, who's had it made in boxing, fantastic competitor, I would be actively looking for the best fucking guys that I can get, guys or women, men or women, to train with me so that when I get into that cage, whether it be 1 month or 1 year or 10 years from now, I know what the fuck I'm up against. And I've already trained with the best, therefore I am the best.
Yeah. Who is that?
So it's really disappointing to hear from me that she's not doing that, because she's already the best in her sport for women. So she has everything to gain by being the best in the sport in MMA. I don't know. There's my rant.
Looks to me that the guy that's training her that I can see is Roberto Alencar. Oh, Alensar, sorry.
Okay.
And so he trained under Carlos Gracie, who trained under Helio Gracie.
Yeah.
So that is a really strong lineage. But still, yeah, I do agree. There's a difference when you're rolling with someone who is out there, who isn't this perfect looking out for your best interests coach. Someone who's gonna really do something that might not make 100% sense, or do something that's not necessarily perfect, but they things that are gonna put pressure on you in different angles, different ways. They can scare you even. It's important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all that matters.
Well, you're right. So her training with her coach doesn't really tell me much. It tells me nothing, actually. It tells me nothing. Because her coach is going to take it slightly easier on her than anyone else is. I don't want her to go out there and grapple or roll with someone who's going to hurt her, but maybe that's what it takes to get her to learn new things, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of strange because this is Jackson Wink, you know, like this is a big gym.
Yeah.
I expected more fighters to be helping her out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I also find it odd that she's choosing to make her debut in PFL.
I have a feeling they just offered her a lot of money.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think she knows. I can't remember if I imagined this or if she actually said it, but she must know that she's not really ready for the UFC, you know? Like, I don't like the idea that other organizations are second tier, but women's MMA has a depth issue still. And that issue's been mostly rectified in the UFC, but it has not been mostly rectified elsewhere. Not yet.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you do. But all the best to her, I guess, at the end of the day.
I just want them to take it slow with her because she has a lot of potential. You know, it'd be a fucking shame if she went out, lost twice, and then what do you do with her?
Well, I think at that point, I don't know what her mental is like.
Fair enough.
But that might break her. I don't know. Because isn't
Takes
she
a lot.
undefeated as a boxer?
That sounds about right. Let me see.
She's the first boxer in history to unify multiple weight division belts, as well as undefeated.
Yeah, it says she's 11-0 in pro.
Yeah.
That's less fights than I expected.
Yeah, she did it very fast. Like I said, what she's done is incredible. Fucking incredible.
2 Olympic golds, 2 World Championship golds, Pan American gold.
Yeah, her resume is fucking incredible. Unheard of.
Yeah. God damn.
But it's a different world as soon as you step into that octagon or that ring, whatever you want to call it for different organizations. But
no, it is a whole different world, and she's gonna feel that real quick unless she lands some serious damage really fast.
Well, I think even landing serious damage really fast, they've got to be hell of a fucking punch.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Francis.
She's working on her kicks, but they're not great. Yeah, something tells me she won't quite generate Ngannou power. You know, maybe not like Ford Raptor truck, maybe Kia.
That's what you need. That's what you need for that one punch knockout.
True. I'll be looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I will be too, but I don't know. I'm gonna put us into a quick intermission.
Okay.
Then we'll come back. I also want to talk about. I mean, I'm really avoiding those fights, but we should talk about them, I guess. But I do want to talk about Muhammad Usman's fight.
Oh, okay.
Not really much to talk about there, but it's a subject, I guess.
Something to, yeah. Fair enough. I forgot about that.
Anyway, just gonna throw us in a quick intermission. Welcome to the Unhinged Brandon podcast, where Jesse's no longer around. We talk about the real subject matter. Everyone in chat, hit me with some subjects that you want me to discuss while Jesse's doing what he's doing. This is where we get into the real nitty-gritty. The real dirty stuff. Anything and everything. Hit me with whatever. You only have a few moments because Jesse will be back soon. I hear weird noises coming from his end. Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. Pena? I don't know. I think there's an accent on that A, but... who the fuck cares? There's my hot take. Who the fuck cares? Just kidding. It'd probably be fucking Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes will definitely win that one. She wins every fight. Oh, hello. Welcome back.
What were you complaining about?
While you were gone, I was like, chat, hit me with those hot take questions. Any subject matter. Let's go. Let's. Well, Jesse's gone. Let's just talk about whatever. And all I got was Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena.
Bro. It's not about how Misha Tate's gonna come back and get knocked out.
Nope, Misha Tate's gonna win. Fuck you. That's what I have to say to you.
How many wins does Tate need to go get knocked out by Amanda Nunes?
It's already happened, so 0.
Wow. Again.
Fuck, I always forget that we watched that happen live.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. Fair bit of matches there to get Tate back up to Nunes. Opponent. What's actually? I don't even know what Tate's what weight class she's fighting at. Oh,
I forgot as well.
I need a new computer.
Why, what's up?
Every time I run Streamlabs, Discord, Wavelink, and Logic Capture at the same time, there's no way I'm opening up a Google Chrome browser. My CPU is like, nah, dude, that ain't happening.
Fair enough.
I was gonna look up what weight class she's fighting at. Oh,
That's why I'm the Lord Master here.
This is, well, I'm doing it on my phone, but you can, if you can beat me there. Actually, you will beat me there because I went down the wrong Wrong path of info searching here. I don't remember what event is she coming back?
135.
135 is Bantam, right?
Yep. July 17th.
Ooh. 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 Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Huh. Huh. Okay.
That's a fight night. Oh shit. I thought they'd put her on a pay-per-view, to be honest.
Yeah, you'd think so, but Dana doesn't really give a shit about Tate. He basically said it himself.
Fair enough. Well, you get what you deserve sometimes, so.
Why? Why do you hate Tate? What did Misha Tate do to you? What did Misha Tate do to you?
She had the nickname Cupcake, bro.
Yeah,
kind of cringe.
That?
Actually, I always like that.
The karate. You're telling me that Cupcake you have an issue with, but Karate Hottie, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm all for it.
Well, it's true, isn't it? Hey, she looked good with the extra 10 pounds. That's all I'm saying. Up weight class worked.
She got a fat ass, but that's about it.
And that's all I've ever cared about, bro. That's literally
10 pounds.
Do people even have eyes, bro? Do people have eyes? I wouldn't know. I can't see them. I do not see them.
Let me know when she's in Mackenzie Dern territory.
We should just we should have Watterson go up to 145.
I love how we're having this conversation as my girlfriend watches this podcast.
Rude. Look, she does karate, and she is hot, so she's not lying to me. I have not seen Misha Tate around a cupcake. I have not seen her even consume a cupcake. I'm not sure I've ever even seen her talk about them.
All right. Well, we know your fucking gauge for fighter names.
Yeah, Diego Nightmare Sanchez. I mean, he's living a fucking nightmare right now. That's
Anderson
great.
Silva be around a spider. I've never seen him eat a spider. What the fuck is up with that name, man?
I have no evidence he even knows what a spider is.
Oh, this is funny. So Cypher, my girlfriend, my auto mod blocked her message.
What did she say?
She said, well, I'll allow it, but because it's not that bad. I listened to you gawk over Valentina. This is nothing.
She has a point, bro.
Valentina's a fucking babe. She's a killer. I love Valentina. Valentina's my girl.
Fair enough. I followed Grasso on Instagram, and I don't really follow fighters on Instagram. I usually keep it to Twitter. She's just so cute.
See, I'm a Mackenzie Dern and a Valentina fan.
Fair enough.
Those are my two hotties.
The word gawk, they think you're talking about the Gawk 3000, you know?
They're coming at me for the word gawk. You deserve it.
Yeah, you get what you deserve.
So while I was in the bathroom taking a leak, I came up with a good content thing, but we better get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast and go through the fight card, and we'll save my big meat or my big idea for the end.
Just save your big meat for the end. Yeah.
My big meat for the end.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's disappoint ourselves with these fights. It wasn't like awful to watch, but there was no like pop. I'm assuming we're not going to talk about the prelims.
No, I didn't even watch the prelims. I'm gonna be honest, did not watch.
Neither did I. I don't know. Like Haas-Dawkins, did you watch that? You watched the whole main event?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
When you
I
said
was shocked.
Haas-Dawkins, it came like in my ear, it sounded like one whole fucking word. The first second, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Hawes Dawkins?" I thought that was like
My
one
favorite
person.
fighter. First name Hawes, bro.
That was an interesting one for me. I get why they scored it for Hawes.
Yeah.
Obviously. But Dawkins came out strong.
I'm shocked that Dawkins, like after the first round, I was like, oh man, this is like so one-sided. And then it just wasn't.
Yeah. You are right.
I'm shocked that Hawes survived.
I am too. I'm a big fan of Hawes. But
That was impressive stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by the decision there. Hawes was definitely more dominant. He won the second and third round.
Yeah.
I'd give him the second and third round. I think
The third round wasn't even close.
Dawkins came out strong in the first of the second round and then kind of lost it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. 2 judges gave the third round as a 10-8 for Hawes.
Whew. Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
It was harsh. The next fight was my fight of the night, personally.
Oh, was that the Gregor and
Gillespie Ferreira.
yeah.
I have a fetish for people missing weight and then losing a fight.
I do too. I think they deserve what they get.
Yeah, you get what you fucking deserve. That's the theme of the podcast.
You fuck
The
up,
guy
you
missed
get what
weight
you
by
deserve.
5 pounds. He missed weight by 5 pounds and then got out wrestled.
Yeah, well, that's a fucking huge margin for lightweight.
For lightweight, yeah.
That's a huge fucking margin. So I'm with you. I was very happy to see Gregor win that.
Yeah.
It wasn't looking very good for him.
The first round was not going his way.
I think
It was high level.
the majority of the fight wasn't going his way. You are right. It was high level. A lot of scrambles.
Oh yeah.
Mostly scrambling.
Well, I was watching that and I was trying to follow like the ground play, and it was really cool to see how like both of them were so concerned about getting caught by the other one
Yeah.
that they just kept rolling. They didn't want to ever stop. So even if they could have stopped in a decent position, they'd push off and keep the roll going because they didn't want to be the guy to get caught anywhere from anything. It was really wild. I loved it. I like this fight a lot.
Well, I think Gillespie was the one wanting to stop in a position where he could wrestle, right? Because he was the wrestler.
Yeah.
But
Ferrer looked good down there, though.
Yeah.
He did look good down there.
just never came for him. But I was happy to see him win. Very happy to see him win.
He had the highest control percentage of any fighter with 30 or more minutes of grappling, of anyone in the UFC going into this fight. I don't know if he still has that, because there was points where Ferreira had dominant position, but like he had better control stats than anyone else. So I think it might be Usman that has the record now, but
Good old Usman.
good old Usman.
The guy I love to hate.
The next fight was hard for me to watch.
What was the next one after that one?
Green versus
Okay.
De Lima.
Yeah.
There was. Did you see the Herb Dean moment?
No, I didn't. I watched that fight. I did watch it because I like Green. Green's I like him, but fuck is all I have to say about that fight. What was Herb Dean's moment? That what did he do?
Was it? It was this fight, right? I think it was. I'm reading the. I want to make sure I'm getting the fight correct.
Because this
Yes,
whole,
yes. Sorry, bad timing. Round two. Round two. One of the guys. Green gouged De Lima, I think. I gouged him accidentally, but like
Yeah.
pretty flagrant. And then De Lima like the bell had gone. The bell was still going, but it had gone, and he like clocked him from the top, like pretty clearly after the bell.
I don't remember this.
And Herb Dean had to like get in there, and he like brought the both to the middle, and he turned to Green, and he's like, I told you to keep your fingers in. Keep your fingers in. And Green tries to talk to him. He's like, no, don't. He's like parenting them. And then he turns to DeLima, and he's like, what you did was worse. A lot worse. Next time, it's not just going to be a point. I was like, holy shit.
Here at the Casuals and the Clinch podcast, we're big supporters of Herb Dean when he gets real angry. Love that. Love to see it. I want more of it. That's great. I'm so happy. I did not see this. I watched the fight, but when it was in the middle of the boxing, I was kind of switching between screens. I didn't see this.
Yeah.
I would have loved this. Fuck, I wish I got to rewatch this now.
Yeah, it was like before the third round, he like brought them together and he parented them. And it was really funny because
he's
both
doing
of
that
them
more frequently now.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can see
Herb's
them
just
like their
tired
postures
of
change.
everyone's shit. Herb goes in there, he's just like, fuck, I'm done. If you don't know how to act in here, kids, you're getting fucking told.
Mm-hmm. I have to imagine he saw something that he really didn't like, and he was just like, nah, like I am policing.
I don't even
this
think
shit.
it's that, honestly, at the end of the day. I think it's when you've done this job so long, and like as long as Herb's done it,
Yeah.
at this point in your career, you're going, fuck, guys. You know, you're in
That's
this
fair.
career. Obviously, you've watched fucking fights. Figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shit
So
happens.
these guys, I'm shocked that you missed it because like they were like cursing each other out after the second and shit. Like it was a mess. They were screaming at each other across the octagon. Like it was bad.
Really? Jesus. I missed
Yeah.
this completely. I watched the
I didn't
fight.
much
Like, I
enjoy the
watched
fight
the
aside from
actual
that part.
action. But as soon as the action was over, I was back on boxing.
That's why, yeah. No, that was one of the funnier moments. I didn't quite like the fight was pretty one-sided. It wasn't terribly
it
exciting
was
either.
For sure one-sided. I like Green
Yeah.
and holy shit, that guy's big, but he got dominated.
Oh yeah. Outplayed. He kind of didn't even I don't know if he didn't know how to get out of any of those positions, but it almost felt like he was submitting himself to them. Like he was like locking up the legs and just holding guard.
I was shocked he lasted 3 rounds. I really
Did you hear
was.
the commentary? Did you have the commentary on?
No, I didn't. I had that muted again for the boxing.
Bruce and Cormier were talking a lot, and it was a lot of they were basically agreeing like DeLima could finish this, probably should finish this, and he's just choosing not to because Dean's not standing them up. So he's just gonna sit there and be boring. Like they kept talking about it. Like they would like name the sweeps that DeLima could do and isn't, and they're like, and he just doesn't want to. He just doesn't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
They were roasting him while he won.
It's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
oh fuck, I gotta rewatch this fight now. I'm excited. I love when Herb gets mouthy. It gives me
Yeah.
that gives me a half chub for sure.
It was one of the most impressive moments of him getting that way because you just see both heavyweights, fucking heavyweights, they melted. Like their postures just dropped. Like it was so good.
We should seriously, me and you should go down. We'll plan a trip again to Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
but we should go take
his
the
course.
course. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be fun.
I want to take that course for $1,500 American. Fuck it, let's go
Yeah.
do it. That
He's gonna
sounds
think we're
fun.
dumb for being there, but whatever.
Well, we're gonna walk away with knowledge.
True.
As
Maybe we could use it. There's fights everywhere, bro. You never know.
yeah, I mean, if we get certified, there's a career path.
Yeah. There's something there.
Yeah, so definitely want to do that. Fuck yeah, no, I need to rewatch that. I did not hear or see this. Fuck, I wish I had watched more closely. I didn't. I literally watched the action. I had it muted. I had the UFC muted for most of the boxing. The only time I unmuted it was for Cowboys fight
Okay.
because I was invested emotionally in that one. But
Fair enough.
is what's the next one after that one? Is that the Neil Magny?
Neil.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched it that like the night of. Didn't really pay much attention. Tried to watch again today. Didn't finish it.
It just wasn't
It seemed very
exciting.
It seemed very evenly matched.
Oh, I think the score was right. Neil definitely won that. Fuck me. Jeff Neal definitely won that first round.
I knew who you were talking about as soon as you said Neil.
Yeah, no, I don't call Magny Neil, but So Neil wins that first round. I think he just looked better, and he was landing some stuff where I was actually a little bit concerned for Magny's longevity in that fight. Enough stuff to the body that I was like, you don't like that. But then, like, Neil's corner told him, like, you don't want to clinch with Magny. He's trying to clinch you up. You don't want to clinch. He's going to beat you there. He's beating you there now. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I saw Neil landing these knees in the clinch. And I was like, I don't see it. And then the next 2 rounds, he just got clinched to death.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess so. It was very evenly matched, but there wasn't a ton of heat. And because Magny just knew he could control those clinches and get his decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this sentence they have in the Sherdog play-by-play, though. Neil pushes Magny into the fence with such force that Magny's head bounces off one of the cameramen. Which is true. I don't know if you caught that part, but like the whole camera freaks the fuck out.
Holy shit.
That spooked me when it happened.
Wow. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Apparently, I missed a couple of interesting moments.
Yeah, they had it on like because they were crashing in. You know, sometimes they have the camera on the part of the cage that the guys are like moving into.
Yeah.
They moved in with such force that the cage hit the camera. It was interesting.
Yeah, I missed all of this. Like, I missed a lot of it. I was very focused on boxing that night.
It sounds like the boxing was really good. So
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I guess it depends on the fandom there. A lot of people would say UFC was better than boxing, but they're not fans of boxing.
Yeah.
As far as Canelo, this was a good Canelo match. But yeah, besides the point.
Now we get to be sad.
Yeah. It's that time of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Cowboy.
Bro, he started out looking like he starts out looking fine. Like he starts out. Cerrone is honestly fighting the same fights that he fought before. He just doesn't have the chin to deal with his lack of head movement.
Here's my problem, Jesse.
Oh, he's getting sad.
Here's my problem. Cowboy can't fight the same fights that he had previously. Again,
Yeah, there's no way.
like we've been talking the last 2 episodes, the game is upping itself. The quality of fighters are substantially better. So Cowboy can't fight the same game he fought a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It just doesn't work anymore. Love him. He's a veteran of the sport. Very good fighter. But unless he changes something, he can't compete anymore. Now,
Yeah.
that being said, Cowboy kind of got fucked.
Yeah.
His opponent was Diego Sanchez, who I think was very much a more evenly matched opponent for him.
Yep.
And then Diego got dropped, and that was no longer the fight. I guess we should touch on that too. I know you wanted to talk about the whole Diego.
Yeah.
We can talk about that at the end because we only got one more fight to go, and honestly wasn't a very interesting fight for me. Yeah, Cowboy can't keep coming in here and doing what he did in the past. He's got to change his game. Had he fought Diego Sanchez, I think it would have been a different outcome. It would have been a different fight. However, that wasn't the case. Therefore, he needed to change what he was doing, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And the outcome was not a surprise to me at all. It just wasn't.
I noticed that to make up for the lack of head movement, instead of learning head movement, he started changing levels to avoid strikes, which works, except he never actually went for the takedown. Like he never
fully changed levels.
Yeah, and there was 2 times where if he actually changed levels, that dude was on his back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he never fully changed levels. He looked like he was going to, but it was more of just a boxing duck, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it just isn't going to work. He
should have done it. He should have just actually done the level change, man.
Yeah, but for me personally, I'm not surprised at the outcome.
Yeah, I'm not either. Morono's a killer, man.
Like I said, I'm very upset. I'm sad to see it come to this. I'm sad for it to be where we're at. However, not surprised.
Yeah.
But,
man,
whatever.
This guy's totally going to fight again. He's totally going to fight one more time.
Yeah. If the UFC will let him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it goes well for him. It'll be fun to talk about who he might fight, but I don't think we're going to have a good gauge on that for a little bit, so...
Oh, I don't have a fucking clue who Cowboy is going to fight. I don't have... McGregor. McGregor, too.
Again? Oh, God.
I don't know who the fuck he's going to fight, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. Who the hell do you give him? Who do you give him? Who do you give him from the lightweight?
RDA.
Or welterweight. You want RDA? I think
RDA makes sense.
Okay, sure. I'll go with that.
I feel like it's RDA or it's Felder. I don't know anyone else, because it has to be an older guy. It has to be an older guy who has name value.
Felder, okay. That's a seat bend back for me.
I don't think it would go very well for Cowboy, to be honest. But it has to be an older guy with similar name value. Yeah, you can't just put him against some 15th ranker.
I don't even think of that's unfortunate. I don't think of Felder as an actual fighter anymore. I think him as a commentator.
Yeah.
But I get that. Felder yeah, sure. Felder works.
Yeah. I think those are the names. I don't think anything else makes sense unless you can pull Quinta back. That boy's selling houses.
Yeah, I don't know what the next matchup for old Cowboy is, but I hope he ends on a high note. I really do hope he ends on a high note. I hope he picks an opponent, wins, and just walks away. Walks the fuck away.
I really want it to be a Legends match. I don't want to see him get knocked out by another young guy.
I wish McGregor would do the same, but here we are.
Man, if he beats Poirier, at least, you know, he has that trilogy won, and he can
Look, man,
ride off into the sunset.
if he beats
You know?
Poirier, it's fucking Mardi Gras on this podcast.
You know what's gonna happen if he beats Poirier? He's gonna take the title fight. It's gonna be scary.
Great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, man. If it's Chandler McGregor, whew, I'm gonna break mentally, but I think I'd go McGregor.
I can see that. I can actually see that because Chandler's kind of stubby, and that karate style works really well.
He's stubby.
He's
Boy.
Look, if you look at the way he moves, he's stubby.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
It's a little wrecking ball, bro.
He is, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. On top of that, Poirier's gonna be sitting there going, "Fuck my life."
Yeah. Then he's gonna have to go fight Oliveira, and that's a scary fight, honestly, in its own right.
So honestly, if McGregor wins, talk about a shakeup. There's your shakeup.
Yeah. Ben
You
put a
want a
lot of heat in
shakeup.
the division.
There's your shakeup. McGregor beats
You
Poirier.
know who?
Poirier
You know
has
who
to work
still
his way
doesn't
back
have a
up.
fight? Gaethje still doesn't have a fight if that happens.
Fuck Gaethje. Gaethje doesn't deserve it. Gaethje ain't shit.
No fights for that boy.
Go fight your teammate Usman. Work your way up.
True. Just go to welterweight. Fuck it.
Nobody
That's
like
the
that's
fight,
the
bro.
problem.
It's Gaethje
That's
Cowboy.
again, here we are, full circle. Poirier Gaethje, same fighter, except Poirier's better. Nobody wants to fight Gaethje because they have Poirier.
Yep.
Poirier knocked out Gaethje. Well, they're the same fucking style of fighter. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in saying that they're both the same style? So why would you take the inferior to the inferior, the pro? Why would you take fucking Gaethje to Poirier?
Yeah, I don't know.
So no wonder
He's gonna have
Gaethje
to
has
wait
no
for
fucking
things to
fight.
settle out. Yeah. It's just there's 4 guys right now, you know, and he's not one of them. So.
And Gaethje went out faster than Khabib's 2 previous opponents.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a fucking fight. Look, I will say this for Gaethje. I think he gave Khabib the best stand-up game that Khabib has seen.
Okay.
I think he did better than McGregor, personally. For getting Khabib to stand and punch and stand and bang with him, I think Gaethje did it. He didn't want to do that with McGregor. I don't really know what his game plan with McGregor was. I don't know if he was looking to drag that fight out the 4 rounds that it went, or McGregor's was actually that good. I don't know.
Hard to say, yeah.
I personally like to believe McGregor's that good, but we don't know. So when it comes to Gaethje Poirier, the same but different, you're gonna take the number 1 fighter over the number 2 fighter, right?
Yeah. He's gonna have to wait for it's something big, like maybe the winner of the Ferguson Dariush fight,
Yeah.
if someone looks exceptionally bad out of one of the 2 top fights right now, like if one of those 4 guys gets smoked hard, then that might be his fight.
He might get lucky, and you might end up with a Poirier Gaethje 2 or a McGregor Gaethje 1. If McGregor goes down that route, he might end up lucky there.
That would be... I would be nervous for that fight.
But I don't know, it's such a complicated route that we're on, we're really in a shitty fucking situation for that division as far as it goes for our top contender. Because let's say no matter who wins the lightweight title, whether it be Charlie or Michael, you still have your top 2 guys and your number 6 guy fighting your number 1 guy. So let's say, say Poirier wins. So Poirier wins. He fights the winner of the title. Gaethje's still fucked. He's still not there. He's still not doing anything. And then...
Yeah, he's caught in the middle.
Yeah. So there's not really a win-win for Gaethje no matter what. McGregor wins, well, then McGregor's fighting the title fighter. Or the title. He's fighting for the title.
Yep. Like the top 4 is gonna fight each other again.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
I don't
they're
know.
They're all gonna mix it up.
Then the next question is, if McGregor beats Poirier, where does Poirier end up in the standings?
Well, I still think regardless, it's gonna be loser on loser from those top 2 fights and winner on winner. I don't know why it wouldn't be, because all of those matchups are super spicy.
Oh,
like they're super cool, all of them.
Dana's gonna be stroking his cock if McGregor wins.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of holy fuck. Talk about a money-making fight. If McGregor wins this next fight and fights for the title, that is going... I honestly believe that is going to beat McGregor Khabib.
I could see that. That'd be huge.
I think Poirier 3's already on track to beat McGregor Khabib. If McGregor wins, he's definitely gonna come through and beat that record.
It's gonna be intense. And the thing is, like, if you think about those matchups, right? Like, let's say McGregor wins, right? McGregor Oliveira is gonna be really fun. McGregor Chandler is gonna be really fun. But like Poirier Oliveira is really fun. And Poirier Chandler's probably the most fun out of all of those, in my opinion.
I would say Poirier Chandler's the only fun fight for me.
Really?
With Poirier.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, because I feel like Oliveira's got so much like style.
He does, but I think Oliveira is going to dominate Poirier.
Really?
Oh yeah,
interesting.
100%. Yeah.
I don't see it that way. Maybe though. It'd be a good fight.
I think he's going to dominate him, and there's a good chance he dominates Chandler. But I think he's going to dominate
That would make
Poirier.
me pop off. If Oliveira can actually walk out there and smoke Chandler, I would be like
not smoke
standing.
Him. Not a stand-up game, submission.
Well, yeah. I meant more like, quick. Like if he puts him out like in like the first couple rounds, I'm gonna be like, I'd like that.
The best play out for me is if McGregor beats Poirier, Chandler beats Oliveira.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler McGregor makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I just can't, and I don't give a shit anymore to watch Poirier or Gaethje fight anymore. I don't care.
Damn, bro. That's tough. That's tough because they're both really good, Like it's a shame that you don't like it because they're so good.
But they do the same shit time and time again. Tell me a moment where you've seen Gaethje or Poirier change their style.
Well, the whole Poirier was a wrestler, like a pure wrestler when he came to the UFC. He's been changing the whole time. His last few fights have been kickboxing, but he never started that way.
Yeah, but he was a shitty fucking wrestler. That's the reality.
He had submissions. He put some people out. He subbed Holloway early, but
yeah. So McGregor knocked Holloway out. It's like, here's the issue, Jesse. McGregor knocked Poirier out, He knocked Holloway out. Great. Poirier went and submitted Holloway. Why didn't he submit McGregor? Same timeline. There's not a big giant timeline between his fights.
Now you're walking yourself around in a circle because he did evolve, right? That's the point. He moved away from that. The kickboxing thing is it's the same shit that happened with GSP in reverse, where he went from a karateka to a wrestler. And now everyone thinks of him as a.
But my issue is that if Poirier went to wrestling, I think he would dominate. Because now he's dealing with kickboxing, striking.
Yeah. So I would not want to wrestle Chandler though. But beyond that, yeah, I don't know why he isn't wrestling guys.
Seriously,
like McGregor.
if you get, I'm excited in a way to see what McGregor brings in Poirier McGregor 3, because numbers wise, Poirier won that second fight. However, looks wise, McGregor was a much cleaner striker than Poirier was. McGregor's ability to slip through is unheard of, unfucking seen. And I don't care who you are to tell me otherwise. I have not
really
seen
good head movement.
An ability to slip through guard than McGregor.
Yeah. Well, he always was a sniper.
He lands fucking punches that you can't even fucking imagine.
Like he went out in Poirier McGregor 2 like a fucking amateur. That's the thing. He did something only an amateur should allow to happen to them. And he needs to have learned, because that was amateur. That fight was amateur.
His legs, yes. I think his striking was professional.
Well, his hands are always going to be there, but like going out to that many calf kicks in one round, that's my issue. It's you know, this guy, at what point, like, it's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. But it was really weird to watch because, like, that's just, you don't see that shit. You don't see that shit happen in the unranked fights. Like, I don't know. That was
I think the biggest issue that we have here is that we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, too. I'm a big supporter of money makes the wheel turn. So we don't know that money might have motivated McGregor to look for a third fight, not give a shit.
That's cynical.
I'm willing to subscribe to that conspiracy theory.
I thought he's a little too headstrong to let himself get knocked out, to be honest. That's not something I would expect him to allow to happen to his resume.
I like to believe I'm a little bit of a PhD in the McGregor mentality.
Fair enough.
And I think you pay him enough, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I would do it.
That's a sad thought. It's a very sad thought.
I don't think it's sad. You take the wrong outcome from this. I don't think it's sad because he knows he's got a third fight.
Well, it's sad to me. It doesn't have to be sad for you or him. I can think that's sad.
Well, by all means, think it's sad, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just the game. Look at what
sad
Poirier's
for the game.
done.
Like, it's good business.
Look what Poirier's doing. There's no fucking reason he needed to take that third fight.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a taste of the green. Well, I'm going to chase it.
Yeah. But like doing the damage to your own legacy, man.
At a fun crossroads. I think this is a good partnership for us. Because we're always going to be at the same crossroads.
Well,
I'm the one willing to say to you, money's going to run this game into the fucking ground. It's no longer...
I'm the one defending McGregor in this conversation now. That's the weird thing. And that's never like that. I'm the one saying, no, like, he actually cares about at least a little bit of his legacy, and you're saying, oh, his legacy's meaningless and never meant anything.
I'm saying to you...
That's what this boils down to.
No, I'm saying to you that his legacy is transcended. He's
God.
already put himself in history. He's the first double champ in UFC history.
Yeah.
He's already done it. Now he's fighting for highlights and money. And now he's got Poirier fighting for money.
Hopefully he wins this fight, bro. Because if he doesn't, that's what people are gonna remember. It's gonna be.
And I'm with you there. We have the recordings of me saying this back in February or January when he lost. I told you, if he doesn't win the next fight, he's done. And I stand by that. He is fucking done. Because he can't market himself anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in my head as a businessman, I'm going, the fuck does McGregor care? What does he care?
So are you implying that he threw the fight, or he just didn't prepare properly because he didn't care?
I don't think he prepared properly.
I thought you were saying that he threw.
No, I think he didn't prepare properly. And a part of his mentality would be, well, if I get a third fight, what the fuck do I care? Because I can come back in the third and make it up.
Yeah, I thought you meant he would go out there with the mentality of losing is a good thing.
No. That's not McGregor. That's wrong.
Okay, yeah.
That's the wrong
mentality. That
mentality.
makes more sense.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying
he just
to
didn't
you,
have a reason to.
Yeah, I'm just saying to you that in the end, losing isn't a super bad thing for him.
Yeah.
Because now he's got another shot, and if he wins, that propels him even farther than I think beating Poirier at number 2 would have.
Yeah. Yeah, the trilogy fights are always a bigger thing. That's true.
So, once again, McGregor fan club over here will say, good work to you, man. If you can back it up, good work to you.
Well, hopefully.
McGregor's one of the few fighters I want on this podcast. If we ever make it big, I'm going to be fighting to have McGregor on here. It's going to be a fun one for you.
If only. Oh man, he's gonna hurt me, isn't he? He's gonna fly out and just ruin my life. Remove my teeth.
But I don't
know. Hey man, whatever happens, whoever starts retiring out of the lightweight division, my eyes are on Beneil. That's my future prospect.
Yeah, it's not mine.
When Chandler's out and McGregor's out and Poirier starts fading out, I'm looking at that guy.
I don't think he's anything special personally, but that's just
he just needs to shore up a few things. He's got some serious charisma in the ring. It's weird. It's electric. Every time I watch him fight, it's like the energy's different.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm.
Wait, was that your content drop, or was there something coming?
Oh no, there's something else coming.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're probably gonna. This is gonna be like a slightly longer podcast.
Damn, bro.
You brought this upon yourself. You told me that we wouldn't have very much content, and I'm gonna make fucking content.
Oh no. I'm gonna be a zombie at work tomorrow, huh?
Oh Christ, man. Pick up your socks, bro. I went to bed at 11 and got up at 3 for 2 years straight.
What are your responsibilities?
My responsibilities was fucking doing the helicopter shit.
Dealing with Cypher here. That was your responsibility.
No, bro. I've done this shit before. Ask Ryan. He knows what I went through. I have no sympathy for you. Your early morning wake ups.
Shit was cool.
You're barking up the wrong tree with the early morning wake ups, my friend.
Damn, bro.
However, I will not keep you up past 10. How does that sound?
Sure. If it counts for anything, I never fall asleep at any reasonable time anyway. I just lay in bed and think about how if I die, I'm never gonna feel sensation again, and then I just don't sleep.
See,
I
that
just
brings
sit there
me
in
comfort.
terror.
At the end of the day, when you think about it, when you die, you feel nothing. So that really should bring you comfort.
I happen to like life.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't or do. I'm just saying that if you die, you don't really feel anything. So
True.
when your nervous system
Something about
shuts
the
down, you don't feel anything. Move on.
It's just like the concept of forever without me in it.
High
Point
and
being, I'll
mighty
be up
here.
till like
Holy shit!
12:31,
Forever. We don't end.
whether I
Holy
like it or
fuck!
not.
What are you, Elon Musk?
Holy shit! My Discord froze, and then you just everything you said and did went like 4 times speed, and your limbs were flailing. I decompose myself. Okay. Did you ask if I'm Elon Musk?
I did ask that.
Oh, fuck me. I hope not. Not much of a Musk fan. Hope you didn't want him on the podcast.
Oh, I want Musk on the podcast. I want that guy on the podcast too.
I think he's a hell of a con man.
I want Elon Musk. I want Joe Rogan. Who else do I want?
Joe Rogan.
Whoever's
We should
gonna
have roasted his commentary.
who's ever gonna agitate the fuck out of you is who I want on the podcast
I
immediately.
like Joe Rogan. You're right. I don't like Elon though. No one should after SNL last night or last night.
Who
Jesus,
gives a
2 nights ago.
fuck about SNL?
Nobody, but he managed to make a bad thing worse.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? We're really falling off topic. We're going back to Minecraft porn, and we don't need to go down that road.
I was really hoping we'd end up there again, but
Anyway,
without the girl here.
let's talk about Waterson Rodriguez.
Oh, shit, we didn't even talk about the fight.
Waterson. I'm the one who's been drinking whiskey like it's fucking water, and even I'm
I just
still
don't
on
care
track.
about that fight.
All right, let's make it quick, and then we can move on to my content, and then we'll end the podcast.
True.
Everyone's watching this is just like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? What is this train wreck?
I look. This is what I like out of a podcast. Tangents.
Okay, Michelle Waterson Rodriguez. We all love tangents. Let's talk about tangent Waterson Rodriguez. What do you got for me? Let's go. Boom. Clock's on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the first 3 rounds were all the same shit where Waterson didn't do much. Rodriguez just landed shots that weren't particularly hard, but they were clean. Waterson didn't have a lot that she appeared like she could do at the start. The side kicks were keeping a bit of distance, but not enough, not long enough. There wasn't... Like, Rodriguez she was better in the clinch. She was better striking for the first 3 rounds. And then it just kind of shifted in the 4th. Like, Waterson started throwing more kicks harder, and things really cleaned up. And I was very surprised that it took her this long to think of fighting that way. I don't know if it was because she noticed a change in Rodriguez, but suddenly the kicks were just landing. All of them. Everything was landing. She was having no problems. And, like, there was a bit of grappling out of Waterson, which I was kind of impressed with, and she was managing to land some of this stuff. She came into that 5th round, like, really heated. Not angry, but like a lot of energy. It was a tight round. It was a very tight round. There was a lot more action that 5th round than any other round. There was a head kick. It was really cool. I had it scored for Waterson, but 2 of the 3 judges scored that round for Rodriguez as well. At the end of the day, no one was
Rodriguez. I
Fair
think
enough.
Waterson was pretty fucking lame.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So I thought, like, personally, I scored it 48-47 Rodriguez. 2 judges scored it 49-46. Rodriguez was the obvious winner. And at no point was either girl ever at risk of being put away.
Yeah, that's fair.
It just wasn't one of
That's
those
fair.
fights.
Yeah. That's fair.
That's really it. They were just touching each other.
Fair enough. All right. Are you ready for my big brain idea?
I'm terrified.
It's pretty big brained. So, I'm going to announce on this podcast right now so that you're locked in. You cannot get out of this.
I know what's coming. I know what this is.
You're gonna get fucking.
I know what this is.
Oh, Singing Cow has followed. Thanks for following. I have a new follower. He followed because of this shit. You're the real one.
Works, bro.
You're the real one, my friend. You're the real one. So,
me having a mental breakdown works.
Who has more mental breakdowns on this podcast? Me or you? I feel like it's me.
Well, mine work.
Fuck you, asshole. All right, so I'm gonna lock you into this because I'm gonna fucking force you into this.
I know what this is.
Social Gloves on June 12th. 12th. Wow, I really fucked that one up. We're going to live commentate the funniest boxing matches that you could have. And my big brain idea was, let's go through the lineup and let's figure out who we think is gonna win. We're
gonna make Social Gloves predictions.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Why not? Fuck it.
I wonder if any of them have put any content out of their sparring. Okay. Someone did. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Who is it? Name him.
Well, the account name is Ireland Boys.
Oh, I don't know.
But that doesn't give me a first name.
I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. It's Conor McGregor? Artem Lobov? I don't really know anyone who's in
Ricky
Ireland.
and Nick Ireland. I don't even see them on the...
There's literally no one on the card named anything Ireland.
What the fuck? And why do they...
I know at least one person in each fight.
Damn. Why the fuck did they make this video if they're not even actually in Social Gloves? Maybe they're trying to be the your pick.
Oh no, your pick's already been picked.
Oh shit, I haven't been following it.
Yeah, no, I'm up on the big brain energy. I'm up on the big shit, man.
Where can I find the updated card?
Twitter. If you go Social Gloves, just Google search it. You should find their Twitter. Should be the third or fourth. And if you go about
I'm scrolling down.
4 or 5 posts, you should see the lineup.
The full card.
So here's our big content for tonight.
How does their Twitter only have 2,000 followers? That's tough.
You seem upset about that.
What do you mean?
Where you're like, Social Gloves, what a joke. But why does their Twitter only have 2,000 followers?
I mean, isn't this kind of like a big deal? Like that's quite the collaboration.
I think it's only a big deal to people who give a fuck about fighting.
Fair enough.
And even then, it's really not a big deal. I just don't have really much else going on June 12th. So I'm like, why not? So I think the UFC fights on June 13th, as well as something else. Oh, Mayweather Logan Paul. Mayweather Paul's happening that weekend, I'm pretty certain.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me UFC 263 is June 12th. Yeah, same night. The Sunday is the Mayweather Paul. Don't ask why it's on a Sunday, because I don't fucking know. Couldn't tell you. Really fucking weird.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, no. Sorry, it's the Sunday before. It's June 6th. Sunday, June 6th. Everyone, correction. Sunday, June 6th. You're going to want to watch that Mayweather versus Paul. Big fight. Biggest fight of the century. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want to watch that one.
All right, so we're making preds here.
Yep.
Damn, it's gonna be hard because I don't know these TikTokers whatsoever. Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Which fighter are we starting with?
Well, it's from bottom to top. Are you looking at the, like
that
you looking
Tanner
at,
Fox?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a fight got dropped. One of the announced fights got dropped or something. So
Maybe. I don't really give a shit. So.
yeah, because there's no more Danny Duncan on the.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't even really notice that. I just kind of went, "Wow, look at this."
Fair enough. Damn, we are real professionals. Okay, Tanner Fox, Ryland Storms. All right, all right. What are you laughing about? Your mic's not picking up your laughing, so it's really uncomfortable.
You're fucking Google searching this shit. You're like, oh my god, who's gonna beat who? I gotta do some research.
I'm on their Instagrams looking at their physique.
Bruh, that's not a. Oh my god.
Yo, this guy's got some shirtless pics. All right.
They
rock and
both
roll.
probably do. They both probably have fucking shirtless pics.
You hear the laughing on our end. Oh, okay, so it's just me who has to be uncomfortable. All right, so gotta say personally, I'm leaning towards the boy Tanner on this one.
Tanner Fox is your pick.
He has a more athletic build. He's cooler.
Cool, bro. All right. I'll go with you. I was.
There's a picture of look. He's got snowboarding, skateboarding, BMX, and supercars.
Yeah, no, I would pick Tanner Fox. I'm with you on that. I'd go Tanner
That's
Fox.
legit. Now the next one's kind of funny.
Yeah, the good old FaZe Jarvis.
Now, here's my thing. And this might sound a bit wild, but I'm leaning towards the FaZe boy, right? Because I know for a fact that FaZe can get this dude whatever the fuck he needs for training, not just with money, but because they have FaZe Sensei. So he has an in already with guys like Wonderboy and stuff. Like he can get whatever the fuck he wants.
Okay.
That's my theory. That's my concept. It'll be hard for him to get into like actual gyms and because these guys don't have the same name power as a Jake Paul, you know.
I don't know. You got Michael Lee or FaZe Jarvis. Yeah, okay.
You think FaZe wants their dude getting knocked around, bro? No, I don't think so.
Fair enough. What the fuck is this
What's
shit?
up?
I'm just reading more into this. Like, I'm reading the names. I'm going, what the fuck is a DDG?
I was just about to say, who the hell is this? Singer.
Is he a rapper?
Google says singer.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Rapper. He's about to show us if he's with the shit, you know?
So it's DDG versus Nate Wyatt. Yeah, I'll go DDG. So
Yeah,
far,
I feel
I'll go Tanner Fox. You know what? I'm going to go Michael Lee. I'm gonna go
Okay.
DDG.
I'm with you on that. I think Nate Wyatt's too much of a pretty boy.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Then we've got the big name one. We got Deji versus Vinny Hacker. We know Deji. We've seen Deji, or at least I've seen Deji.
I saw it too, yeah. I gotta say, bro, Deji, like, I don't know if he's been keeping up with it, but he was throwing hands.
All right,
If he's been training, he's been that dude had hands. Untrained, unpolished hands, but hands.
All right. So
You got to admit, if you look at the entire card here, he's the only one on there that looks halfway like a fighter. Tanner tried. I appreciate that.
I think Anise and Gibb looks okay. I mean, Anise and Gibb went, 2 or 3 rounds with Jake Paul? That's pretty impressive.
True. I meant more just like the stance in the actual image. He's the only one that looks serious.
So we got Anise and Gibb, Tyler Holder. I don't know who the fuck Tyler Holder is.
Taylor Holder's one of the bigger...
Taylor? Okay, Taylor Holder.
He was one of the leads in the first season of TikTok Hospital, which is not what it's actually called, but I don't know what it's actually called.
That's your big ticket. I know what TikTok Hospital is. That's that dumb fucking TikTok drama with what's her face? She was huge on Musically.
Yeah, I mean, I can picture her at... Is it D'Amelio? I can't remember.
No, it's not D'Amelio. Baby something. Ariel. Baby Ariel.
Right, yeah. See, I didn't even know Musically existed until TikTok came out.
Oh,
I didn't know it was a thing.
I unfortunately did know it existed. Blech.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Gibb. I'm gonna go with Gibb.
I'm feeling Gib. I'm feeling Gibby.
I'm gonna go with Gibby. Yeah. And then the big one, big time, main event.
Look, out of principle, I have to go against Austin McBroom. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
he's got big dad energy, but
honestly, I don't know which one's a bigger asshole, Bryce Hall or Austin McBroom. They're both.
Who the fuck is Bryce Hall?
He's the guy. Okay, you want to know who Bryce Hall is? Bryce Hall's the kind of guy who confronts the guy who shit talk him on the internet in his own backyard. Is like, fight me, bro. Fight me, bro. But he won't fight him. So he's like, fight me, bro. In the other guy's own fucking backyard. And the other guy's like, no, I'm not going to fight you.
That's mental.
Bryce Hall's a fucking nutcase. I hate Bryce Hall. Honestly, if I were to go douchebag versus douchebag, Austin McBroom's probably my pick. I hope Austin McBroom knocks Bryce Hall into fucking next week.
Well, I'm going to take the goon Bryce Hall on this one. That way it's not a YouTuber sweep on my end either.
They're both YouTubers. They're both fucking YouTubers and TikTokers.
Oh, are they both on both?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain Austin McBroom has a TikTok as well. I think he's bigger on YouTube.
Yeah, he is primarily a YouTuber, yeah.
But Bryce Hall's got a big YouTube as well. I don't know. This one's a weird one, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Fuck them both. I hope they both just knock each other out.
Wait a second.
Wait a damn minute.
Austin McBroom. So I only ever knew him as like the Ace Family guy.
Yeah.
He played professional basketball?
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool.
How well did that play out for Nate Robinson? That's all I got to say.
True. All right, Bryce Hall, hit him with that white trash right hook. Let's go.
Fuck Austin McBroom. Fuck Bryce Hall. Who the fuck
Okay.
is going on about fucking Austin McBroom? Who gives a shit about Austin McBroom?
We need to make an image. I'll mock something up of our predictions, and then we can have a completed image of with a little score tally at the bottom. We only differ on 2 fights, so it won't be terribly different, but that's more than enough.
It took me a while, but I just realized the person who followed me was singing Koi.
Yes.
That took me a while. I'm going to be honest. That took me. I was looking at it while I was talking about Austin McBroom and Bryce Hall. I was like, oh shit. Big brain energy kicked in. Singing Koi. Got it.
Yes, sir. I'm so proud of you.
You know.
God damn.
Don't subscribe to the Casuals and the Clinch podcast expecting real intelligent shit from me. This is where I drink and I rant about shit that really just doesn't matter at the end of the day, you know?
True. Fighting just doesn't matter.
Fighting just doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter. Especially Austin McBroom against fucking Bryce Hall. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about that fight? But you know what?
Good question.
But you know what? We're going to be there live. How does that make you feel?
It's going to be so much fun, bro. At least we'll be drinking.
Oh, I'm going to be drinking. Wait for that content. That's going to be clip worthy.
Oh, God. Is it going to be ban worthy?
No, we'll never be ban worthy. I don't think I'll ever reach ban worthy, but we'll definitely be clip worthy.
Fair enough.
I'm excited for that one.
Wait, so what's June 12th in MMA?
Oh, that's UFC 263.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. We're not going to talk about actual fighting, Jesse. We may watch it, but we are not going to talk about it.
That card is so much more stacked now that
We don't
Edwards
we
Diaz
don't,
is
yeah,
on
we
it.
don't need to talk about that card. We just talk about the social gloves, okay?
True.
No one gives a shit about that card. I will honestly. That night will be a fun one because we'll talk about UFC and we'll talk about social.
That'll be
gloves.
great.
It'll be good.
That'll be a good time. Do we have a time for social gloves? I don't see a time.
I don't know. Good question. I didn't.
It would be really helpful to know when it starts.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
They don't have it anywhere on their Twitter.
Yeah, no, it's not on the good old Twit. Good old Twitter. Hold on. Social gloves. I don't know what the fuck this like social gloves entertainment is.
Their website's useless. It makes me sad. I don't think they actually have a timeout.
Yeah, they have all the fighters out, but not. You're correct. FAQ. See, what time do you start? Okay, don't give a shit. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's nowhere.
Weird. Yeah, it just says June 12th. Get notified. 32 days, 20 hours, 29 minutes, 28 minutes. I don't know, it's 20 and a half hours from now. I guess that would be what?
What's going on?
3.5 hours from.
I've not been following your arithmetic. What's going on?
So on their website, they have like a countdown timer that says 32 days, 20 hours, 28 minutes, now 24 seconds, but it was 60 seconds like
Wait, so how many days, how many hours?
32 days, 20 hours.
Okay, so it'll be 10, and then 20 hours from 10 is going to be starting at 6 p.m.
So yeah, 6:30. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 6:30.
Well, I added the 28 minutes in to get
Oh,
to
you
10.
did?
So,
Okay.
yeah, so it'll start at 6. So it'll be an hour. It'll start an hour before the main. Okay, yeah. We'll have to find a way to watch both. It'll be wild.
It'll be a fun one.
We'll have to find a way to watch both, but I guess we just won't have the commentary on because we can't have it playing, I don't think. Can we? Oh, no, I guess well, it'd get messy.
I think I can set it up to play in our ears, but not the streams.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
If you pull that off, that'd be super cool.
Well, thanks to my mixing software, I think I can do it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Elgato. You saved me some trouble.
Very cool. Yeah, that'll be fun. That's a month away.
So, we can definitely do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for tonight.
That.
Next Monday is probably going to be a pretty fun one.
I fucking hope so.
More whiskey, more hot takes, new lightweight champion.
True.
So this is the time that if you're going to follow, definitely follow now.
Mm-hmm. You've heard the most important part, new retiring of Tony Ferguson.
I don't believe that's going to happen, but we'll see. I believe in Tony Ferguson. I think he's better than what everyone else seems to think. Mostly being you, but
True.
anyway.
Well, I'm the only person you talk to now, so.
Yep, that's pretty much it. No one else really has an opinion, so everyone's like, "Who's Tony Ferguson?" or "Who gives a fuck about Tony Ferguson?"
Is that how your girlfriend speaks to you now? You say something you like, and she's like, "Who gives a fuck, Brandon? Who cares?"
No, I can proudly say she's never said "Who gives a fuck." I think I've probably said that more to her than she has to me.
Okay, that sounds fair.
I'm the one to say
she
"Who
hasn't
gives a
responded
fuck."
to that one.
Facts. She just said facts.
Yeah, there it is.
She's like, facts,
I was hoping to get some kind of response out of her.
She's like, sounds
Okay,
about right.
yeah. That's a wrap, baby.
Yeah. All right. Thanks to everyone who joined. We had a good audience this time. I think we're climbing up the ladders.
I wasn't following it. What were we at?
We're at 3 right now, but we had a high of 5, and I think our VOD's gonna get good views. I think we're gonna be doing pretty good this week. Next week is gonna be even better. I think we're just gonna climb that ladder. So
Hell yeah.
Thanks to everyone who joined, and everyone have a good night. Take care. Welcome to